As this day comes to an end, you do not have to carry every unfinished thought into the night. Jesus says in John 14:27, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid." Everything may not be resolved tonight, but your heart does not have to remain troubled because of it. There comes a moment when faith says, "I have done what I can today. Now I place the rest in God's hands." Tonight, let us ask the Lord to guard our hearts, steady our minds, and keep us through every quiet hour until morning. Tonight, let us ask the Lord to guard our hearts, steady our minds, and keep us until morning. Before we ask God to guard the night ahead, we first need to release the day that is behind us. Jesus says in John 14:27, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid." There is something deeply comforting in the way Jesus speaks about peace. He does not describe peace as a reward we receive after every problem is solved. He speaks of peace as something he gives to us in the middle of real life. Some things may still be unfinished tonight. A question may still be unanswered. A decision may still need to be made. A plan may still be uncertain. But Jesus does not say, "Wait until all of that changes." He says, "My peace I give you." The world often teaches us to say, "I can rest when everything is okay." Jesus offers something deeper. "You can rest because I am with you even when everything is not yet okay." That means peace does not require pretending. You do not have to deny that something matters. You do not have to force yourself to feel nothing. You can acknowledge what is unfinished and still place your heart in the hands of Christ. His peace is not fragile. When a difficult thought returns, His peace is still something you can return to. So tonight, begin here. Receive what Jesus already gives. Lord Jesus, I receive your peace tonight. Let what happened today lose its power to keep troubling my heart after the day itself has ended. Teach me to rest, not because everything is resolved, but because I am held by you, and with that peace before us, we can begin to give the day back to God. Father, this day belongs to the past now, and I place it in your hands. Thank you for carrying me through every hour. Thank you for the moments I noticed your goodness, and the moments when your goodness was present even though I did not recognize it. Thank you for every small mercy and every strength you gave me. I give you what went well today. Thank you for every task completed, every kind word, every answer received, every moment of laughter, and every quiet reminder of grace. And Father, I also give you what did not go the way I hoped. I give you the unfinished work. I give you the message I am still waiting for. I give you the words I wish I had said differently. I give you the decisions I continue reviewing in my mind. I give you the moment that keeps replaying because part of me still wants to change it. Have mercy on what I handled poorly. Forgive me where I was impatient, distracted, proud, fearful, or unkind. Show me what I need to learn without letting conviction become endless self-accusation. If I need to apologize tomorrow, give me humility tomorrow. If I need to make something right, give me courage tomorrow. If I need to try again, give me strength tomorrow. If something cannot be changed, teach me to stop rewriting it in my imagination tonight. Father, I release the need to review the day as though one more round of thinking will give me control. I have lived this day once. I do not need to live it again while trying to rest. I release what I completed and what remains unfinished. I release what people thought of me. I release what I think I should have done better. I release the pressure to end the day with every loose end tied neatly together. Some things can wait. Some things belong to tomorrow. Some things belong only to you. So I place this whole day before you, the good, the difficult, the ordinary, the confusing, the beautiful, and the incomplete. Lord, what I cannot finish tonight, I entrust to you. Let today be finished. And when my thoughts try to return to what I have already surrendered, redirect my mind back to you. Lord, guard my mind tonight, not by making it empty, but by keeping it anchored in what is true. You know how quickly one thought can become another, how one concern can open the door to 10 imagined outcomes, and how the mind can build a future around one unfinished moment. So when my thoughts begin to move in circles, gently interrupt them. When I replay something from today, remind me that repeating it does not change it. When I start rehearsing tomorrow, remind me that tomorrow has not arrived. When I imagine conversations that have never happened, bring me back to the present moment. When fear asks, "What if?" teach my heart to answer, "God already knows." When regret speaks loudly, remind me of your mercy. When uncertainty grows, remind me of your faithfulness. When I assume the worst, slow me down. When I try to predict another person's response, remind me that I cannot control what has not happened. When I begin solving problems that can wait, give me permission to stop. Father, help me recognize that every thought does not deserve my attention. A thought can enter my mind without becoming my guide. A fear can appear without becoming my prophecy. A question can remain unanswered without becoming my master. Teach me to notice a restless thought and place it before you instead of following every possible path. If my mind says, "Something bad might happen," remind me that possibility is not certainty. If it says, "You must figure this out before you sleep," remind me that wisdom often looks like waiting. I do not want to fight my mind as though it were my enemy. Shepherd it. Lead my attention toward what is true, merciful, and steady. Let my thoughts become less like competing voices and more like a heart learning to recognize its shepherd. I cannot control every thought that appears, but I do not have to follow every thought wherever it wants to take me. Lord, when my thoughts wander tonight, gently bring them home to you. Your word understands what it feels like when thoughts multiply. So I turn now to the promise of Psalm 94. Psalm 94-19 says, "When anxiety was great within me, your consolation brought me joy." This verse does not describe someone who never felt overwhelmed. It describes someone who knew where to return when the inner world became crowded. The goal is not to prove your strength by never having an anxious thought. It is to know where to turn when those thoughts multiply. A thought may arrive without becoming your dwelling place. A fear may speak without becoming the voice you follow. A question may remain unanswered without taking control of the night. The psalmist does not say, "When my thoughts disappeared, I finally had comfort." He points to God's consolation in the middle of the inner noise. God can meet us before every question has an answer. His comfort is not dependent on our ability to think our way out of every concern. Sometimes the mind says, "Keep thinking, keep analyzing, then you will feel safe." But more thinking does not always create more clarity. Sometimes it only creates more noise. Psalm 94 invites us to change what we do with that noise. We bring it to God. We can say, "Lord, this thought is here again. I give it to you." We can say, "Lord, I do not know what tomorrow will bring, but you do." We can say, "Lord, this question still has no answer, but I am not alone with it." That is not denial. It is return. And every time the mind wanders, we can return again. Lord, when my thoughts multiply tonight, help me return to you. Let your comfort become greater than the noise inside me. Teach me not to build a home inside one fearful thought when your presence is calling me back. And beneath many restless thoughts, there are often emotions the heart is still holding. So, Father, I bring you those as well. Lord, I bring you my heart now. You know the thoughts I can explain and the feelings I cannot always name. You know what disappointed me, encouraged me, irritated me, or touched something deeper. You know what made me feel unseen, grateful, tired, hopeful, or discouraged. I do not want to carry every emotion into the night, as though I must process everything before I am allowed to rest. So settle my heart. If someone disappointed me, keep disappointment from becoming bitterness. If someone's words hurt me, do not let those words become the voice I hear while trying to sleep. If I felt overlooked, remind me that being overlooked by someone does not mean I am unseen by you. If I am frustrated with myself, keep one mistake from becoming my identity. If I am waiting for an answer, keep uncertainty from turning into fear. If I am worried about someone I love, remind me that loving them does not require me to mentally control their future. If I am carrying anger, show me what to release and what may need wisdom later. If I am carrying sadness, meet me gently there. If I am carrying joy, help me receive it without worrying about how long it will last. Father, protect my heart from making one difficult moment the story of the whole day. One hard moment does not erase every good thing. One mistake does not erase every faithful step. One delay does not mean you have abandoned me. Soften what has become tense. Calm what has become unsettled. Lift what has become heavy. Untangle what has become knotted inside me. Do not let offense settle in. Do not let fear make itself comfortable. Do not let shame repeat what Jesus has already answered with mercy. And do not let exhaustion convince me that everything is worse than it really is. Lord, my mind may remember what happened, but do not let my heart remain trapped inside it. I have released what happened today, and I have brought you what remains within me. Now I entrust to you the hours I cannot personally watch over. Psalm 121:3-4 says, "He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep." Here is the truth that changes the night. God does not need us to stay mentally awake for him to remain watchful. Eventually, you will close your eyes. God will not. You will stop noticing the passing minutes. God will not lose awareness of you. You will stop checking tomorrow. God already sees tomorrow clearly. You will release the people you love. They will remain fully visible to him. There are things we try to keep watch over with our thoughts. Someone we love, a decision, a responsibility, or an unknown future. Part of us behaves as if worrying through the night is a way of standing guard. Psalm 121 gives us a different picture. You already have a keeper, and your keeper does not sleep. This does not mean nothing difficult can happen. It means you are never outside God's awareness and care. His faithfulness does not depend on your vigilance. So tonight, you do not have to stay mentally awake, because God remains watchful. You can release the role of night guard over your own life. You can let your mind become quiet because heaven is not inattentive. You can sleep because the one who holds you is not sleeping. Lord, stay watchful over everything. I can no longer watch while I rest. Watch over my home, the people I love, the things I have placed in your hands, and the path I cannot yet see. And because you remain awake, I can entrust not only the moment I fall asleep, but every hour between now and morning. Lord, I entrust this night to you. Guard my heart and mind through every hour after I close my eyes. If I sleep deeply, Let my whole inner world rest under your care. Let my body receive renewal, my mind stop carrying what can wait, and my heart remember that I am not alone. If I wake unexpectedly, remind me first that you are still near. Before I reach for worry, let me remember you. Before I begin calculating how much sleep remains, let me remember you. Before one concern becomes a chain of thoughts, let me remember you. If something comes to mind in the middle of the night, help me decide gently whether it truly needs my attention. If it can wait, let me place it back into your hands. If one question returns, keep me from reopening everything I already surrendered. If the darkness feels unusually quiet, do not let silence become fear. If sleep does not immediately return, keep me from panicking about being awake. Let waking become remembering. You are here, you are good, you are faithful, you are still watching. Father, let my first instinct in the night be trust, not prediction. Let me whisper your name rather than rehearse my fears. Let me remember that an awakened moment does not mean something is wrong. It can simply become another moment in which I am held by you. Keep my home in your care. Keep the people I love in your care. Keep every concern I cannot monitor in your care. And when I drift back to sleep, let it be with the quiet confidence that I am resting under the watch of a faithful God. Father, there will soon be hours when I am no longer consciously directing my thoughts, and I entrust those hours to you too. Guard my imagination, guard my memories, guard my dreams. Guard the places within me that become louder when everything around me grows quiet. Do not let today's stress continue in another form while I sleep. If an old memory surfaces, meet it with mercy. If fear appears, meet it with peace. If confusion rises, meet it with your steady presence. If my mind has been working all day, give it permission to stop working now. I do not ask my mind to solve anything while my body is trying to rest. I do not need to analyze, prepare, fix, or prove anything in these hours. Let sleep become renewal rather than continuation. Let the night mark a boundary between what has already happened and what has not yet begun. Where my thoughts have been overstimulated, bring quiet. Where my emotions have been stretched thin, bring gentleness. Where my body is carrying tension, help me release it. Where I have been living as though everything depends on me, remind me that it does not. Father, even the parts of me I cannot consciously manage are still known by you. Nothing within me is hidden from your care. I do not need to be awake to remain loved. I do not need to be alert to remain protected by your presence. I do not need to keep thinking in order for you to keep being faithful. So I entrust my whole inner world to you, the thoughts I understand, the emotions I do not, and even the places within me I cannot name. Hold me gently through the night. And before I close my eyes, Father, I release the one place my mind most often tries to travel the future. Lord, tomorrow is already known by you. Before I enter it, you are there. Before I face its responsibilities, you know what they will require. Before I make its decisions, your wisdom is available. So I give tomorrow back to you before it arrives. I give you the responsibilities waiting for me. I give you the work and decisions ahead. I give you the answers I am still waiting to receive. I give you the people I will encounter. I give you what I cannot control and the possibilities my mind keeps trying to predict. I do not need tomorrow's answers tonight. I do not need tomorrow's strength tonight. I do not need tomorrow's grace before tomorrow comes. You have always met me in the day I am actually living. Teach me not to demand strength for a day that has not yet begun. When my mind says, prepare for every possible outcome, remind me that I can prepare wisely without trying to control the future. When my mind says, What if you cannot handle tomorrow? Remind me that I will not face tomorrow alone. When my mind says, you need to know what happens next, teach me to answer, I know the one who will be with me next. Thinking about the future longer will not give me greater control over it. So tonight, I refuse to live tomorrow before it arrives. I will let tomorrow remain tomorrow. I will receive tonight as tonight. I will trust you with the space between what I know and what I do not know. Lord, I place tomorrow in your hands before I place my head on this pillow. There is nothing more I need to predict tonight. There is only one thing left to do to trust you enough to rest. Father, you are awake. You are near. You are faithful. You know what I do not know. You see what I cannot see. You can hold what I cannot hold. You can care for the people I cannot protect and work in situations beyond my control. So I no longer need to keep watch over my life with my thoughts. I release today because it is finished. I release tomorrow because it belongs to you. I release the people I love because your care reaches them farther than mine can. I release my heart. I release my mind. I release the need to know what happens next. I release the pressure to prepare for every possibility. I release the belief that worry is responsibility or that staying mentally busy will make me safer. Father, I choose trust, not a dramatic trust that pretends I have no concerns, but a quiet trust that places those concerns into stronger hands. I am not going to sleep because everything has been resolved. I am going to sleep because everything does not have to be resolved for you to remain God. You were God before this problem appeared. You are God while it remains unfinished. You will still be God when morning comes. Tonight, sleep becomes an act of trust. Closing my eyes becomes a confession. I am not the one holding everything together. Releasing my thoughts becomes a prayer. Father, you are enough for what I cannot manage. If my heart asks one more question, let faith answer it. If my mind wants one more prediction, let trust interrupt it. If I try to pick up what I surrendered, remind me that it is already in your hands. Father, keep watch while I rest. Work where I cannot work. Protect where I cannot protect. Guide what I cannot guide. Hold what I cannot hold. And let me sleep as your child, not as the manager of everything that might happen next. Psalm 3-5 says, I lie down and sleep. I wake again, because the Lord sustains me. This short verse carries a simple rhythm. Lie down, sleep, wake again, and yet it is an act of trust. The psalmist does not say, I lie down because I have solved everything. He says, in effect, I can sleep because the Lord sustains me. That changes where the weight belongs. You do not sustain yourself by staying mentally alert. You do not protect tomorrow through worry. You do not hold your life together by refusing to let your thoughts stop. God sustains you. There will always be limits to what you can do in one day. Things will remain unfinished. There will be people you cannot fully protect, outcomes you cannot guarantee, and questions you cannot answer. Sleep reminds us of those limits, but it also reminds us of God's faithfulness. Every night, we release awareness. Every morning, we receive another day. We do not sustain the world while we sleep. God remains God while we rest. So Psalm 3-5 becomes more than a bedtime verse. It becomes a confession of dependence. I lie down. I stop. I sleep. I release control. I wake again. I receive life as a gift. Because the Lord sustains me. That is the foundation beneath the whole night. So if you are tempted to believe that everything depends on you, come back to this truth. You are responsible for faithful action, but you are not responsible for sustaining the universe, securing every outcome, or carrying tomorrow before it arrives. The Lord sustains you. That is why you can lie down. That is why you can close your eyes. That is why you can sleep. Tonight, I choose to agree with what God has spoken. My heart belongs to Jesus. My mind belongs to Jesus. Today is finished. Tomorrow can wait. I do not have to answer every question tonight. I do not have to solve every problem before I sleep. I do not have to follow every thought or believe every fearful possibility. I do not have to keep punishing myself for what I wish I had done differently. The mercy of God is greater than my regret. The faithfulness of God is greater than my uncertainty. The care of God is greater than my ability to monitor what happens next. Fear may knock, but I do not have to invite it to remain. A thought may return, but I do not have to build a home around it. An unanswered question may still exist, but it does not have to become the center of my night. My keeper does not sleep. God is watching over the hours I cannot see. His care continues when my awareness ends. His presence remains when the room is quiet. His faithfulness does not weaken when I close my eyes. I am allowed to stop for today. I am allowed to release what is unfinished. I am allowed to trust God with people I cannot control. I am allowed to receive rest without earning it by solving everything first. I will not measure God's goodness by how quickly every situation changes. I will remember that He is near even when answers take time. I will remember that peace can exist before resolution, and that surrender means giving over what was never mine to control. Tonight, my heart is held. Tonight, my mind is held. Tonight, the future is held. I am free to rest. I am free to sleep. And I am free to trust the God who will still be faithful when morning comes. Lord, let this day finally become quiet within me. Let my breathing slow. Let my shoulders relax. Let my hands stop gripping what I cannot control. Let my thoughts become quieter. Let my heart settle in your care. Thank you for meeting me here at the end of this day. I do not have to bring you a perfectly peaceful mind. I can come with wandering thoughts, unanswered questions, and feelings that still need your care. Keep what I have entrusted to you. If my mind tries to return to what I surrendered, gently turn it back toward you. If my heart tries to pick up what I released, remind me that it is already safe in your hands. If I wake in the night, let your name become the first place my thoughts return. Watch over my home. Watch over the people I love. Watch over what concerns me. Prepare me for tomorrow without requiring me to mentally live there tonight. Give my body rest. Give my mind quiet. Give my heart a deep confidence in your faithfulness. And when morning comes, let me wake with gratitude because you carried me through the night. Let me remember that your mercy is new, your wisdom is available, and your presence will meet me in the new day. Lord, guard my heart and mind through this night. I trust you with what is behind me, what is ahead of me, and every quiet hour in between. In Jesus' name, Amen. Before you go, consider one simple question. Tonight, which are you placing more deliberately into God's hands, your heart because of what you are carrying, or your mind because of what you keep thinking about? You can write heart or mind in the comments. And if there is something you would like us to pray about next, share that too. May the peace of Jesus settle over your heart. May every restless thought find its way back to Him. And may you sleep knowing that the one who watches over you never sleeps. Good night.